We're installing a package.
A package of honeybees.
For a friend.
For a friend.
And we figured we'd show everybody how exactly that's done.
I'm Christian of the Newbies.
I am Pack of the Newbies.
And Mike is on the mic.
We have our package of bees.
One package of honeybees.
Which we'll get into that later.
In a bee bus.
We have our hive of choosing.
We have our hive body.
Which is a single deep hive. There's only 9 frames in there because we have a single frame feeder.
You can maybe see there's a frame feeder.
And we have an extra box. Typically this would be an extra deep box, but we didn't have an extra deep, so we're doing 2 shallows.
A spacer.
A spacer box. And then your inner and outer cover combo with entrance reducer to the smallest setting. We also have some extra stuff like a hive tool, a canvas cloth to cover the bees up, bottle of
pacifier
sugar water.
For our babies.
Tape and staples just in case, things happen in the bee yard.
We have some candy sugar in case there's not a candy plug inside of the queen cage, because that can happen. Syrup can up while holding onto the queen cage. We're going to take the queen out and put this syrup can probably just off to the side, and then we're going to cover that hole with this cloth to keep the most of the bees inside the package still while we're moving the queen into place, and then we'll deal with the rest of the bees.
It's really easy to do this barehanded, but if you have gloves, goatskin gloves or nitrile gloves. Yeah, if you want.
Let me go ahead and give them a little mist.
And you can do the other side on.
I'm just lightly misting in on the bees, giving them a little cupcake party of sugar to keep them busy while Pack does his work. It'll really get them calm.
So I'm gonna slowly pull this can out to the final
If you want me to take the can, I can.
Feel everybody.
If you want to pass it off to me, I can.
Yeah. So go ahead and take it.
Okay.
Slide your canvas over.
Got it.
Alright. So now we got our queen cage out. Lots of bees around her.
There's not a lot of syrup in this can left.
That means they're hungry.
Yeah.
You can tell because it's light, correct?
This does have a candy plug, which is very good. And as you can see here, it's very important.
Hold on, let's
the candy plug has a cap on it.
The package comes with this really long tab, so it's important that you get, a really good, solid grip with your fingers and hold on to her. If you drop her in that package, it's going to be really hard to fish her out, and that's, that's no fun.
That is no fun.
Just a little tip. So it has this little cap on it to cover the candy so they couldn't prematurely release her, but now we're going to take that cap off, exposing that candy.
You can take the cap
actually,
off.
if you have a little bit of that sugar water.
Yeah.
It's nice to moisten.
Just the tip of it, just to really promote them.
They do dry out a little bit.
Yeah, and that'll help them get through it.
See her long abdomen in there. She's walking around.
Is that my lady's off to the side?
She is a Russian queen, so she's very bright red twinge to it.
Since we have a spacer box, you could just leave her sit right on the top of the bars.
Just sit her right here.
Just sit her wherever you kind of want her, near whatever frame has the drawn, or not the drawn, but you know what I mean, the pure wax foundation. You could just sit her there. Since we're just going to put a spacer box on it and flip it upside down. Now, we have our queen in place. Let's take a look at how far. I should be able to position the hole directly on top of her, right? Or do you want me to just do it nearby?
I would just do it nearby.
Okay, that sounds good.
You made a hole like we did last time.
If you want to.
I'll hold it and you flip it.
We're going to just rotate it very gently. Make sure everything lines up so we don't drop it on her. Okay, pull that away. The canvas is on the queen cage now. I need to set this down. You move the queen cage.
It's alright.
Center her.
Perfect, there's plenty of room under there.
Just to cap everything off here. Now we're going to throw our spacer boxes on. And this is what we'd call a slow release. We're not going to be shaking anybody up. That's been their
M.O.
their seed since they were packaged. Awesome. So they're all in a very good mood. They looked really good. The queen was up and at them, and she was marked. So that was all very good signs. They're already, orienting around her. They're all getting.
They're already starting to chew open her candy cage.
Yeah, they're getting organized. They're gonna start working on that wire wax foundation and all the other frames and stuff.
Hey there, Hilltop. Sorry, everybody. All hands were necking. It looks like we were necking.
And we didn't have to use our backup can.
You guys can see what's going on down in there.
There's a queen cage. You can see that they're coming out of the box, probably going underneath the edge of it there, up through the frame, and then gathering onto her.
Just to visualize, They were hanging from the
food,
top of that box.
frame feeder.
So we flipped them upside
The queen
down.
is in that
Everybody's
cage.
slowly kind of falling into the frames of the hive. The main, the middle 3 frames were all wax frames, so they're going to instantly smell that. They're going to get right to, you know, kind of organizing around those frames, figuring out what the queen is doing. Like Christian said, eating through that candy cage to finally release her. And here in a couple days, she'll be out on some drawn foundation, ready to lay eggs, and that's exactly what they're going to do. With the help of some 1-to-1 syrup, they're going to be able to have increased wax production, draw out those frames nicely, and give a great start to this hive.
Heck yeah. Really,
Now we're going to
you know,
cap
if you're
them
in
off
the
with a little
northern
bit of this
hemisphere
reflectix
like we are,
insulation.
it's probably
very
the start of your spring
versatile
as well, so
inner cover.
look for a local queen breeder and try to find
And it'll add a little bit of
local queen,
reflective insulation in
before you
there,
have to outsource.
bounce any extra heat off,
But they go really fast.
and keep it in there with them.
I will warn you.
Alright, so just to summarize, this was our slow release of a package of bees. What you're mainly going to need is a hive setup, a bottom board, a hive body, however many frames that box needs, with your feeder of choosing. This was a frame feeder in this instance. You're also going to need an extra of the spacer box and see the condition of the queen.
Yeah, so we'll get
Stay
rid of
tuned
those
for part
2
2.
boxes.
Good. Looks like the queen has been released.
Quickly, I'm going to get this.
They're
out
all
here.
over that frame feeder, which is really nice. I would just shake those ladies in there. Yeah, there's nothing in there. You can set it outside for now.
I'm just going to set it right here so they can crawl in.
As you can see, that queen has been released. The candy, which shows up as a white, is now gone.
Can you get it
Yeah,
out?
you can get it out. Evidence. And they're hitting that frame feeder hard.
Oh wow, they glued it.
It's wax. I'm just gonna put the inner cover on.
Good job, ladies.
So they're starting. They weren't given any comb.
Very nice. They did a good job getting her out. Very quick.
Thumbs up.